Let me very quickly introduce myself. I am Irakli Arjevanidze, co-founder and the regional director and CEO of IBCCS Tax Georgia. And we are an international company having offices in Cyprus, Georgia, Tbilisi, Batumi, Estonia, and UAE, Dubai. Basically what we do, we help individuals and companies in tax structuring, establishment, accounting, administration, and operations in various jurisdictions, including where we do have our own offices. And I'm very lucky to be here with my friend Vako, and let him introduce himself. He can do it better.
Thank you, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here. My name is Valerian. Friends call me Vako. I am founder of Gegidze Consulting Group. We are on a mission to develop our homeland, Georgia, and wider Caucasus region. And our primary goal is to help companies all across the world to set up their remote teams in Georgia, in Caucasus, and in Central Asia. Not only that, we also help them to incorporate in Georgia and basically enjoy the tax benefits of the Caucasus region. So far, we have helped more than 100 companies across 20 countries to set up their remote teams in Georgia, and we are employing over 400 professionals in the region. So that's our goal today. Me and Arji, who is my good friend, we're also partners. We're going to explore what is the idea of having a team or basically having a company here. Arji, maybe you can kick it off.
Yeah, and we have been discussing with Vako how to do this more interesting for you, because we are here just for you. And we decided to make it more interactive, like a type of workshop, and we have only 17 minutes for that. And if you are already having some kind of questions or interest for LLC, individual entrepreneurships, or any kind of operations, or taxations, or investment opportunities in Georgia, let's start from that point. Any one of you, just raise a hand if you already have some questions which you want to know why Georgia or how Georgia can be used in your case or according to your questions. Do you have any question? Does anyone want to know?
Okay, don't be shy.
Otherwise, I will start from the ideas I'm having for my consultations. Because in my opinion, due to our 10 years of experience, in Georgia there is 5 major business fields, economic fields, which can be used as a potential investment field. One, this is agriculture, and agricultural processing in general. Second is in logistics and warehousing. Third one is renewable energy. The fourth one is processing and production in Georgia. And the fifth one is outsourcing services. And especially as soon as we are on the tech weekend, there are IT outsourcing services where Vako can elaborate a bit more.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys, can you raise hands, those who are in IT? Anything, design, marketing, wonderful. Now raise hands who are Georgians. Okay, good to know. Maybe we can switch to Georgian. Any foreigners? Okay, wonderful. So here's the main difference. If you are a freelancer outside of Georgia, the best case scenario is that you are paying around 10 to 17, maybe 20%, depending where you reside. How many freelancers we have in Georgia who have individual entrepreneur status? Can you raise your hands? Okay, wonderful. How much is that you pay in taxes? 1%. It's not 0. It's not Dubai, it's just 1. It's better. So this is one of the core sides of benefits living and doing taxes in Georgia. And in last few months, we have inflow of so many digital nomads and expats to bring their business in Georgia, enjoy, of course, our great cuisine, our weather, I don't know, ski resorts, everything, whatever they wanted, 3-4 times more affordable compared to Europe. So I think this is one of the core principles which we can focus. And now about the companies, right?
Yeah, and before going to the companies, as we decided to make it more useful for you, let's aim most big mistakes what the entrepreneurs coming to Georgia are making, especially for individual entrepreneurs. You have to understand, to remain a 1% fixed rate for your turnovers, individual entrepreneurs are highly recommended to obtain a tax residency from Georgia. This is our number one advice. Second one is that we usually advise individual entrepreneurs to have more than 2 sources of payers. And the second one, you can just consider Georgia as your location for selling your services, because it's highly recommended to be here in Georgia for more than 183 days and sell those services from here. In regards to the companies, let's start from the Estonian model of taxation. No matter what, no matter how much money you have on your bank account as a company, in Georgia you do not pay any corporate taxes until the time you distribute the dividend. As an example, if your company is running for 50, 100 years and you are not distributing dividends, just reinvesting, you pay 0 corporate taxes. And besides that, we are having additional taxation benefits, especially for IT, logistic companies, and innovative companies. And the first one is the maritime businesses, maritime companies. Would you focus on IT licenses?
That's right. So Georgia's core focus is in IT and overall technology, right? And we have few very interesting regimes for different individuals and different tech companies. One of the most famous ones would be a virtual zone status, which is pretty much focused on the founder, because you can cash out your money just paying only 5%. Sometimes it can be also 0. And the other one, which is more interesting for the SMEs and bigger enterprises, is international company status, which basically is evolving the whole company. And here's the difference. So as a regular company, you pay 20% income tax when you pay out to your employees, plus pension contributions. And when you have this status, you only pay 5. So if you have a team of 5, 10, 100 people, it already gets a lot of difference. So that's why every single month or every single year, Georgia is growing. And I don't know if you've seen the latest statistics. So IT export has skyrocketed. So last year it was 2.4 billion, and this year it's like 3.5, which is the only sign that Georgia is emerging as a tech hub in the whole Caucasus region, and I see that other countries are following us as well.
Just to go back to these 2 licenses, which Bako just mentioned, this is an IT virtual zone certificate and international company license. Both are for IT companies. And the biggest mistakes they are doing usually is that in both of the cases, you have to have the proper substance in Georgia to prove that you are selling the services outside the country and your services are developed in Georgia. These are the key factors you have to consider for obtaining this benefit and actually using this benefit. And just an announcement, and if you will be needing later details, please find our desks, which is just between the Startup Expo and Partners Expo. And government has started implementing a new tax benefits for innovative companies, R&D companies, and service providers for R&D and innovations. And they will be having the tax benefits for next 10 years. And if you will be having like some ideas to discuss that, you can leave your contacts there, and as soon as this law will be already implemented, we can send you the newsletter for that.
Exactly. Few more things that I would love to add about doing business in Georgia. I don't know if you're aware, but Georgia is ranking number 7 in the whole world by easiness of doing business. And what does it mean? So me as an entrepreneur, I run companies across multiple countries in the region, in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkey, Egypt, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Cyprus, Germany, Estonia. And here's the truth, like from my heart. Doing business in Georgia is the easiest because you just need 1 day to incorporate the company. You need 0 investment in your equity. And then to do the accounting, I mean, if you're good enough, you can do it by yourself, right? And running costs are minimal. If you compare it to our neighbors, I mean, we have incorporated there. It was kind of struggle, right? And another beauty of doing business in Georgia, you can do everything fully remotely, including banking. And the banking I think it's game changer because I really adore our banks. Like, big applause to them because I have banking in all the countries, including Germany, and they're not the most developed ones. So in Georgia, you get special treatment if you also buy a premium package, whatever it is. It's super easy. So guys, if you're looking to incorporate the company without a hassle, Georgia should be on your roadmap.
And just to complement what just Wako said, in addition to what he already said, you physically can be outside the country to establish the company. In addition to the fact that you don't need to put the capital on the bank account to start your operations, right? But now to go to the mistakes, what usually, or recommendations, what we can give you in regards to the LLCs. We as an advisors, we always advise to have at least one local director for the company to remain the LLC as a Georgian tax resident, to have some kind of managerial principle and prove that this managerial decisions of the company is done from Georgia. And another advice would be for banking system and to use all this beauty of Georgian banking to build a substance to have the proof that the operations are done from Georgia. And just an addition to the beauty of the Georgian banking system is that any one of you without any residence or visa permits traveling to Georgia can go to the Georgian banks, I will not name them, but any of them, and can open your personal bank account. Plus, if you will be considering to buy a real estate in Georgia, you can get a mortgage loan without a big compliance, within 1 working day max, and get this loan for up to 10 years. With, of course, the obligation to pay 30% down payment of the value of the real estate. And in addition, you can get the temporary residency of after buying the real estate.
Yeah, and here's time for the advertisement. And if you don't want to do this, you can reach out to us.
Exactly.
And they have a booth next to the stage. So I highly recommend to work with RG because we work with them and they are the best, obviously.
And Wako is staying next to our desk as well. There's an individual, so you can find him there as well. So I think we are on time. We are good in time. I will just use, if there is a small time, if you have any more questions at the end of our presentation. Otherwise, you can reach out to our desks. Thank you, guys. You are an amazing audience.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the day.